What are the holes in the cracker for? Why are animals used in the production of jelly candies? Every day we eat some kind of food and, we all know about it. But you have no idea how many incredible surprises there are in the foods we eat. After this video, your world will never be the same again. 18 incredible facts about food. Leave a like if you love these crunchy cookies too. I'm sure most of you don't know why absolutely all crackers have those little holes, and they're made for a reason. Thus, during cooking, excess air comes out of the dough. Otherwise, the cookies will not be as thin and crispy. By the way, once these holes were made by hand, but today, of course, machines do it. Have you ever wondered why when we get sick and our nose is stuffed up, we don't taste the food? It would seem that we feel the taste of food thanks to the mouth and the receptors located in it. But in fact, our sense of smell is also important for the perception of taste. If we turn off the sense of smell, then we simply will not be able to distinguish between the taste of different products. For example, if you plug your nose and try a potato, an onion, or an apple, they will taste almost the same. You can try this experiment at home. Fact number 3. Pizza is one of the most loved foods in the whole world. It appeared as the food of poor Italian peasants, who simply spread tomato sauce on a dough cake, sprinkled it with cheese and sent it to the oven. Very cheap and tasty, unlike the most expensive pizza in the world today. One New York restaurant makes pizza for almost $3,000. Moreover, this is a standard pizza in size, but in its filling there are truffles, black caviar, blue cheese, and all this is covered with a layer of edible gold. How the chef came up with such a recipe is unclear. By the way, write in the comments what is your favorite pizza topping. Fact number 4. As you know, natural honey has no shelf life. For example, in 1922, during the opening of the tomb of Tutankhamun, a pot of honey was discovered, which is more than 3,000 years old. After a chemical analysis, scientists recognized that this honey is quite possible to eat. Of course, this applies only to natural honey, although fakes can often be found in stores. Fact number 5. Surely many of you have loved jelly candies since childhood. They are tasty and colorful. Now I will tell you what they are made of. In addition to syrup, sugar, and other ingredients, sweets contain gelatin. But gelatin doesn't grow on trees. This tasteless yellowish substance is obtained by prolonged boiling of the skins, cartilage and bones of pigs and cows, that is, in fact, from the waste of meat production. These wastes are boiled, dried and powder is obtained. This is gelatin. Do you still want to eat gummies? If there are vegetarians among you, then you are probably worried. Especially for you, sweets are made from gelatin, which is obtained from algae. But the problem is that it's a lot cheaper to get gelatin from animals, which is why basically all gummies are made that way. Fact number 6. People have been eating chicken meat for hundreds of years. But if you look at the chickens that were eaten 50 years ago, you just don't recognize them. Over the past decades, these birds have incredibly enlarged breasts and thighs. In the 20th century, chickens were significantly thinner. Many believe that the hormones that are pumped into chickens for increased growth are to blame. Producers, of course, deny this and say that over the past half-century, the conditions for keeping and feeding birds have improved significantly. Number 7. When you go to a store or market, you will often see peppers in 3 colors: red, yellow, and green. And most do not even suspect that this is all the same variety of pepper, just in different stages of ripening. Green is the youngest, and red is already fully ripe. Yellow and orange are an intermediate form between red and green. But due to the fact that the level of ripeness is different, the taste of pepper of each color is different. The redder the pepper, the sweeter it is. Number 8. Surely many of you have tried crab sticks, because crab salad is the second most popular salad in the countries of the former USSR. Did you know that there is no crab meat in crab sticks at all? The thing is that the so-called crab sticks are minced fish. It was invented in Japan hundreds of years ago, but it was not popular in other countries. And then the Japanese began to add salt, flavor enhancers to this stuffing and painted it red on top. They called it crab sticks. You can verify this for yourself by reading the composition on the package. Number 9. Ordinary bottled drinking water, which is sold in stores, has long become the norm for us. And despite the fact that there are a huge number of water producers in different countries of the world, you will never find exactly the same taste of water from different companies. It's like fingerprints. the chemical composition of water from each manufacturer is slightly different, and, as a result, the taste too. Number 10. Surely you know the life hack with a glass of water and an egg. The fresher the egg, the more it will sink to the bottom, and the older the egg, the higher it will float. But why? The fact is that the longer the egg is stored, the more gases it accumulates inside itself, and therefore it floats. Number 11. Many of you love bananas, but as it turns out, banana lovers are not only people, but also mosquitoes. Yes, they love bananas and fly to their smell. Moreover, if you eat a banana, then you become more attractive to blood-sucking insects. So do not abuse bananas in the summer in nature. Number 12. Nutella chocolate spread is one of the world's favorite treats. Moreover, Nutella spread on bread is presented as a healthy product. But, of course, this is a myth. You will understand this when you see the composition of this paste in the form of layers. Many people think that Nutella is chocolate spread, but it's not. 50% of the composition is sugar, another 20% is palm oil, and only the remaining 30% is milk powder, cocoa powder and grated hazelnuts. So you can't call Nutella pasta healthy. By the way, the Nutella brand is owned by the Ferrero. This company has come up with a huge number of delicious treats that we love. In addition to Nutella, these are Kinder Surprise, Raffaello, Ferrero Sweets and Tic Tac. Number 13. There is a famous Chinese pastime called fortune cookies. You eat a cookie, and inside there is a phrase that says something about your future. But it is interesting that fortune cookies have nothing to do with China. They were invented by immigrants from Japan in America. Number 14. Ketchup is the most popular sauce in the world, but if you thought that it was made from tomatoes, then you were wrong. In some types of ketchup, you can find tomatoes in the composition, but such ketchup is more expensive, and cheap ketchup, despite its color, most often does not contain tomatoes. They are replaced with applesauce, thickeners, flavors, dyes and other additives. Number 15. The environment on our planet is deteriorating. Therefore, some types of products familiar to us may soon simply disappear. A fungal disease affects bananas. The crop of cocoa beans, which are used in the manufacture of chocolate, is greatly reduced due to global warming. The number of bees producing honey is rapidly declining. Of course, honey, chocolate and bananas will not disappear completely tomorrow, but in 10 to 20 years these products will become much less and they will cost much more, and many of us simply won't be able to buy them. Number 16. Tomatoes are an incredibly tasty product that has a huge number of useful properties. Today, absolutely everyone knows this, but for many centuries Europeans considered tomatoes inedible and even poisonous. It's good that in the end they began to eat tomatoes, and with their help you can cook a lot of delicious things. Number 17. Chrysanthemums are flowers that have a huge number of types of shades. Many of us grow them in the country and at the same time do not even suspect that in China or Japan chrysanthemums are not only grown, but also eaten as a vegetable or dessert. Number 18. Chili peppers are known for their incredible spiciness. Many people believe that red chili peppers are significantly hotter than green ones, but in fact, the spiciness of chili peppers does not depend on its color, but on its size. The smaller it is, the spicier. Number 19. Surely all of you have tried the 7-Up. It appeared many years ago and originally translated from English its name sounded like this: carbonated water, saturated with lithium, lemon lime, with a label in the form of a bib. How people remembered this name is not clear, but in the middle of the last century, lithium was removed from the composition, which was recognized as unsafe for humans, and a new name was invented, 7-Up. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Also subscribe to the channel and click on the bell to always be aware of new videos. And, of course, leave your comments.